So, fresh from Colorado, the new tight end in Seattle is Noah Fant. He's entering a new offense under Shane Waldron, the new offensive coordinator out in Seattle with Pete Carroll. Where are you ranking Noah Fant for fantasy next year?
I would probably still have to keep him as like a top 10 tight end for sure, man. I think just based off of his abilities alone, I think is special enough to put him within the top 10 for sure. I'm not sure if I'm gonna call him like a top 5, but I would say top 8 probably. Drew Lock obviously or Geno Smith, they aren't the best, most reliable quarterback at all. Obviously, switching from Wilson to them is going to take some sort of an adjustment period. But regardless, his talent is unreal, especially being out there. Like, obviously, they have like Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf who can take a lot of pressure off of him as a tight end.
Also, a lot of targets, though.
That's fair, but I think what we're going to be looking for from Noah Fant this year is probably more explosive targets. So probably a lesser value, but probably more yards. Just because like they won't be keen on him as much, I think. Just with those two stallions that you have to watch out for on the ends.
No, I agree with you. I don't think that he's going to... So he's basically leaving Denver to go to Seattle, but he's coming there with his quarterback from Denver and Drew Lock.
Well, one of the quarterbacks.
One of the quarterbacks, yeah. And so I think Fant gets that opportunity to where he sees a couple more catches. He will have a couple more targets off the bat because of that familiarity. I think Drew Lock wins out the job.
Yeah.
But that offense, I think, is going to be run centric. I think half their plays are going to be run plays. I think of the other 50% of of offense, you're going to be seeing a lot of passes to Tyler Lockett downfield, a lot to DK Metcalf. You're going to be seeing a lot of...
But, like, the thing that I think about is if you've looked at the consistency of Drew Lock, like, he doesn't always hit those deep balls. And so, like, when I think of Noah Fant sitting in, like, a pocket somewhere, just being an easy target, I just think that that's going to be a lot more reliable for him than trying to always bomb it down to fucking DK or to Tyler, who he's going to overthrow by fucking 10 yards anyways.
Yeah. I just look at somebody like Gerald Everett, who was the tight end last year for Seattle. And even last year, I mean, his targets weren't crazy at about 60 targets throughout the season, and he played 15 games.
Yeah.
So I understand that they're getting a new quarterback. They're going to have some new pieces in that offense. But, I mean, Shane Waldron, who I guess is the quote-unquote new offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
He was there last year running the offense, and he didn't exactly, focus on the tight end that much. So
that's fair. I think there's a lot more talent coming into that room, though.
Yeah.
Especially with Noah Fant. Dude, like, Noah Fant's a fucking stud. So when you have him on your team, like, not only is he going to be able to be like a reliable blocking tight end for you because he's from Iowa, but he's going to be out there just about fucking every play because he can catch every damn ball by him as well.
Where do you rank him 1 out of, let's say, 20?
What do you mean?
Like, in terms of tight ends? Like...
Well, I think he's probably going to be, like, around, like, top 8, bro. Like, I think he's going to be great this year.
I got Noah Fant as my tight end 10. 9 or 10.
That's fair.
And I guess that's what we think of Noah Fant going into 2022.
Yeah, man, I think he's going to be prolific. I don't know if he's going to be like probably not prolific, but I think he's going to be very very dynamic for that team, and I think that he's going to bring immense value to your team if you need a tight end.
Yep. And my take on it is that he has a great profile. He's going to step in with familiarity at the quarterback position, which will get him those targets. But stepping into a run-centric offense in which you're the third option, your ceiling's only so high for me. So I got him. Dugo has him at tight end 8. I got him around like tight end 10.
Yeah.
My name's Jah.
Dugo.
Peace.